The killer of Foolio has just been brutally attacked after receiving his trial conviction, and it shocks everyone. On June 23, 2024, Jacksonville rapper Foolio, whose real name was Charles Jones, was shot and killed in Tampa. He was 26 years old and had traveled to Tampa to celebrate his birthday. Prosecutors say 4 men from Jacksonville stalked him there and ambushed him outside a Holiday Inn hotel. Those 4 men were Isaiah Chance, age 23, Sean Gathright, age 20, Rashad Murphy, age 32, and Davian Murphy, age 29. A 5th suspect, Alicia Andrews, who was Chance's girlfriend, was found guilty of manslaughter in October 2025 for acting as a lookout and tracking Jones's location before the shooting. The 4 men were charged with first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder. Prosecutors said the motive traced back to a years-long gang war in Jacksonville between 6 Block, which was Foolio's gang, and rival groups ATK and 1200. Now the footage. During day 9 of the murder trial on May 6, 2026, prosecutors played surveillance video from inside a Jacksonville police interrogation room. The video shows Sean Gathright after his arrest in July 2024. In the footage, there is a blanket on a table, indicating Gathright had been held in the room for some time. He can be seen pacing back and forth. Then he removes his ankle monitor. He becomes agitated and starts shouting, demanding to be let out. He then climbs from a chair onto the table and reaches toward the ceiling tiles. He begins tampering with what appears to be a ceiling vent, apparently trying to escape. When his attempt fails, he comes back down. Moments later, a detective enters the room and orders him to sit back in his chair. The defense objected to the footage being shown, arguing it would unfairly bias the jury against Gathright, but the prosecution maintained the footage was relevant to the case. This was not the only moment that stood out during the trial. One of the other defendants, Davian Murphy, was caught laughing during courtroom proceedings. That moment sparked criticism online. Then, on day 10 of the trial, May 7th, Davian Murphy had an outburst. While the judge was giving closing remarks, Murphy got into a tense exchange with one of his co-defendants. He said, and I quote, "Stop talking to me. You don't love me." The judge warned him to stop. When he kept going, bailiffs handcuffed Murphy and removed him from the courtroom. Prosecutors built their case using cell phone records, surveillance video, text messages, and ballistic evidence. They showed how Chance and Andrews tracked Jones and his group around Tampa in a silver Chevrolet Cruze, while Gathright and the Murphy cousins followed in a Chevrolet Impala. Surveillance footage placed Chance and Andrews at 2 nightclubs at the same time as Jones in the hours before the shooting. Prosecutors argued they were there only to track his movements. The state also presented evidence showing that shell casings recovered from a safe inside Gathright's home were a presumptive match to casings found at the murder scene. A rifle found in that same safe was described as consistent with one used in the killing. DNA testing on tape from that rifle showed a mixture from at least 4 individuals, with Gathright identified as a major contributor.